of Debbie Field.
I'm here to urge every city councillor on the budget committee to vote against a proposed $380,000 cut to student nutrition programs, and to have you really look at this with very sober eyes. You are facing many very large numbers. I would suggest that you all recognize that $380,000 is a relatively smaller number, and I want you to know that if you choose to do this and proceed with it, that you will be the first jurisdiction that I know of in Canada that has ever cut student nutrition programs. There have been many jurisdictions and many councillors that have held firm and not done the increase, which in fact could be a cut. But even under Mike Harris and Mel Lastman, there was never a cut that was responsible in children who are currently getting a snack program stopping. So if this budget committee continues with your recommendation of that $380,000, that's what you will effectively be doing. The number ranges from 12,000 to 18,000 kids who are right now at danger of getting less food because of this decision of yours. I have actually 5 schools who couldn't get on the list have placemats, which the guards would not let me bring in. If you want to see them, I can get them, urging you not to do this. Kids really all over town are in a buzz and scared that they're not going to have a snack next year because of this decision you're about to make. People wrote the kind of chill that you've created around this is quite scary. This is a cost-shared program. Parents are the major contributors. You know that, and I'm happy to answer the questions on that if you'd like. Your share is one tiny part, 10%. But it is a part that's very important because without that 10%, lots of other good things cannot happen. We're living in a very complicated city. We have lots of reasons for there to be tensions. We don't need tensions created by adolescent and kids being hungry unnecessarily. These are very efficient community programs. As I mentioned, you're one of the 2 government funders. The other one's the province. Parents pay the majority. You've heard from a private sector rep a little while ago. And many of us do a lot of very creative bulk buying. You heard from the school board that they're able to get milk at 57 cents for 250 milliliters, a huge, amazing thing. FoodShare runs something called the Field to Table Produce Department. I'd like the apples, if they're still out there. And the produce that we get apples at 5 cents to schools and carrots, half of what they would do at the school. We have a waiting list of 35 programs. So the problem is capacity. So my last thought is this. Could you delay any cuts to student nutrition until not just what Catherine Morris asked you, which is when the provincial money is going to come, but until you, as a city, go with us to the province to ask the Minister of Agriculture for a bigger food hub so all schools could get even more discounted rates and save even more money on their programs?
Thank you. Councillor Carroll.
Debbie, can you show us what you have, please?
This one is this is from Englewood Heights Junior Public School, which was a school that couldn't get on the list. So it says, Dear Norm Kelly, I'm a student from Englewood Heights Public School, and my name is Jasmine. I am in grade 3. I think it's important to have a nutrition program because it makes the students healthy, and when they do work, it makes them think more. Sincerely, Jasmine. Dear Councillor, please do not take away our snack program because some people may be sleepy when they come to school. I know I have, but those nutritious snacks do get me up and running. And so on and so on. This is a very small investment from the city. It does make one cry. I saw your eyes tear. We know from the school board research in the Northwest 7 that children who eat are less violent. Your contribution as public health is to make sure that you do what you can to make this a better city.
Thank you. Councillor Mahevik.
Thank you. I'm over here, Debbie. Could you speak a little bit about, I know the province has invested some capital money in the schools. If we got rid of the programs, does that capital money, what happens to that? And secondly, how, if the need is 100%, what rate are we servicing the kids who actually do come to school hungry on a Toronto-wide basis? Are we capturing 5%, 10%?
We're doing better than that. We're up to about a quarter. I mean, the great news is, you know, I get to tell this sometimes when I come. You know, I made a deputation in this room in 1991, and the old city of Toronto put $180,000 in, and that grant has grown this year. You contributed $3.819 million, right? And you can say, wow, why did we keep growing it? We should have been looking for a cut. But the impacts that you have made on human lives through that increase is huge. So when we're up at $3.381 million, we're beginning to get at a larger chunk of the kids who come to school hungry and are able then to study and not feel like breaking a window because they've been fed.
Thank you.
The capital is a really interesting issue. We have seen programs shut down because they didn't have funding. So yes, it's true. Not just the province's money, but money from the city. I mean, you've bought, in other times, fridges that will then be empty. These are not school board programs. I think there's a lot of confusion. These are community-based programs which network, bring in REMAX, bring in all kinds of other dollars.
I've got to get you to,
Sorry.
okay, because again,
I know, you got lots to talk about.
no, it's just that other people, there's another person that's knocked off
Sure.
the list at the end.
Okay.
So, okay. Sure, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, I don't want to ask a question. I recognize we've got many people left. So I just wanted to ask on a point of order. These are communications from children. This is the way children communicate. And I hope that we will not see communications from children stopped at the door. I wonder if you could fix that.
I'll look into it, Councillor. Okay, thank you very much.